Plant classification. What is a plant? A plant is a multi-celled organism with cell walls and usually uses the process of photosynthesis to make food. Multi-celled means more than one cell, and a cell wall is a rigid layer surrounding the cell membrane. Photosynthesis is the process where plants use sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into food. Some plants do not use photosynthesis. These plants are parasites and get their nutrients from other organisms. A fun fact is mistletoe is a parasite. Taxonomy is the branch of science concerned with classifying living organisms. The kingdom is Plantae. Vascular versus non-vascular plants. Vascular plants have tube-like tissues that transport water and nutrients taken from the soil through the plant's roots. They provide support to grow tall. Most plants are vascular. An example would be a pine tree. All of the trees you see are vascular. They need that transport system to grow big and tall. Non-vascular plants lack the water system. They absorb water much like a sponge, which you would see a moss is a non-vascular plant. So your examples of non-vascular plants are liverworts, hornworts, and moss. Vascular plants are divided into two groups. Seed plants make seeds to reproduce, and then the seedless plants that make spores to reproduce. The example of a seedless plant is a fern. Sometimes if you look at the backside of a fern, you will see these spores. Gymnosperm versus angiosperm. Gymnosperms produce seeds in cones, not flowers. As you can see, your example is a pine cone. That's a gymnosperm plant. And angiosperm plants produce seeds from the flowers. So you have your apples and you have your flowers. Monocot versus dioicot. Monocot versus dioicot plants. Monocot means one seed leaf. They have long, narrow leaves with parallel veins. Your example is corn. Dioicot has two weed leaves. It's broad leaf with network of veins, and your example is peas. Here's a graph that breaks down plants and how they break down into non-vascular and vascular and so forth. I've created a plant classification worksheet for you. It's meant to be fun. So the directions are when you start at a station, and it's any station. You can choose any number to start with. You answer the question, and beside your answer will have another station number for you to go to. You will never go to the same station twice. And at your last one, it should take you right back to where you started with your first station. So like I said, it's meant to be fun. I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you again next month.